Welcome drivers to Receiver Channel 250. Current temperature is 76 degrees. Weather forecast looks like clear skies and a beautiful night for racing. When entering the track, remember to have all 5 buckles buckled, gloves are on, visors are down, and the window nuts are up and secure. If you find yourself in the position where you are upside down, we hope that doesn't happen, but just remember those holes that used to be windows, those are your emergency exits. As always, if you show up late to lineup, no amount of engine revving, hand thumping on the steering wheel, or temper tantrums will get you your spot back. You will be boarding the flight in the rear. Remember, if the yellow flag drops, please proceed to move into a single file line as quickly as possible so we can work the lineup. Thank you all for coming out, and remember, drink service starts promptly after the last A main, not before. My name is Kris Shepard, and I am the head scorer at Beaver Dam Raceway as well as the social media correspondent. I didn't grow up around racing, kind of got into it by just watching and then volunteering to help score. On a 5-division night, the score team shows up about an hour before driver check-in, which is at 3:30. We go up to the tower, set up the hand scoring sheets, turn on the PA, make sure that's working, set up the transponder computer and the scoreboard. Go down to the pit check, set that up for driver check-in. Then at 5:15, we pack up from the pit check, head up to the tower, create our lineups for the night, get that down to the drivers and to the lineup board, post it to the web. 6 o'clock starts packing, and at 6:30 we do the national anthem, and then racing starts. Jerry Prieshkin is the competition director and head tech official. Currently on the scoring team, there's 3 of us. Brandon runs the transponder system, making sure all the cars hit throughout each race. Trisha is a hand scorer and in training to learn how to set up the lineups and enter everything in the computer. I set up the lineups for the races, and as the heats finish, I set up the features. For the features, we always have 2 hand scoring and then the transponder system. This year we got a new scoreboard at Beaver Dam Raceway. It's fed through our transponder system. We're able to display up to 10 positions, 1 through 5 all the time, and then there's a button we can hit and it'll flip it to 6 through 10. Also has the lap counter on it, and if we did qualifying, we're able to show the qualifying times as well. We're up here in the scoring tower. One of the tools that we use is the transponder system. How that works is everybody either owns or rents a transponder. Each car is got certain mounting instructions in the rule books as to where this is supposed to be. And as they come around the track, there is an underground wire. As the cars go over, this sends a signal to that wire, and then that comes up into our system. We can see how fast they made their lap, what place they're in, and that then transfers over to the scoreboard. One of the unique things that we do for scoring is we use a 3-week point average. That way, the same person isn't always starting on the front row from week to week, and those that are doing really well throughout the season, they don't start on the front and run away with it. They have to start in the back, so we like to make them work for it. To get the lineups down to the track, to the lineup person, on the other side of the concession stands, there's a little room, and she's got a printer, and I'm hooked up to her printer. And there's 2 copies. She takes one, puts it on her clipboard, and there's a chalkboard on the outside of the concession stands, and she tapes it up there. Another tool we use for scoring alongside the transponder system is hand scoring, because you never know when something's going to happen. Transponders die, they lose a connection, they fall off, or whatnot. There's many times all of a sudden one lap the driver won't hit, so that can cause a problem. With the hand scoring, it's kind of a backup way. I know it's very old school, but I can see, especially when you get into the lap cars, how to score them and where they last were and when they got lapped. So It's not always easy to see on the transponder system, especially when you lose a car or drop a lap. I don't lose a car when I'm hand scoring.
My top 5 is 88, 21, 43, 52.
That is your Beaver Tire Repair Street Stock B Main. Grand National A Main due up next.
Some of the key strengths to being a good scorer, I think, is attention to detail. You have to come up with creative ways to score some of the cars. Like our sport mods, we have 429s. So I usually go by the first letter of their last name. I don't even use their numbers. You have to be able to multitask. There's a lot going on at different times of the night. You need to be able to stay calm in hectic situations. You need a sense of humor, and you need thick skin because not everybody's going to always agree with you. And they'll let you know.
Side by side off of turn 4. Green flag is out. Smith, Ostrowski, Shepard, Schmoll now threads the needle up into the third spot, down the back straightaway. Shepard looks to the inside of Schmoll off of turn 4. 2 laps are in, 8 laps the distance. Big push from Smith on the outside of turn 1.
At driver check-in, I make it a goal every season that by the second or third race that you race with us, I know your name because we're the first officials that you have contact with, so I want to make it as positive as I can. And I think getting to know them, they know that yes, I can be funny and fun and have a good time, but I think they also know when I'm up here in the tower, it's all business and I'm not messing around. The biggest delay I think we face is during cautions. If they don't get lined up single file for me to check the lineup as quickly as possible, we're all out here to try to put on a show for the fans. So I want to get them back racing as quickly as possible, and some of them like to push the envelope a little bit, and I'll rein them in.
Hi.
Going down afterwards, congratulating them, or they had a bad night, just saying, hey, what happened? What's going on? Giving them a soundboard. I think they appreciate that. It's fun getting to know them, their families, the crews. Racing is truly just a huge family. I've gone and helped on cars a couple of times. You understand how much time and effort they're putting in to bring out a safe race car and to be competitive. So I just want to match that and provide them with the best fair scoring ground.
Alphabet, Robbins and Boyd off the 4, green flag back out.
Yeah, I was trying to straighten out the street B main. I'm back on it. If I could have 1 lap on this next one, that'd be great.
Some of the challenges I face as a scorer is finding my voice and being able to just say, hey, I need a couple of laps. I need to get caught up to the race director when he wants to push the program along. Being able to say to the general manager, I have equipment that's not in the best shape. I need some new equipment. Or watching the same wreck as everybody else on the field and being able to feel confident enough to speak up and say, hey, I don't think that was the offender. This person was. And explain what I saw. The racing community is just like a family. We all have our roles that we play. The track and staff has the role of providing a safe facility and smooth event. The drivers, they have their role of bringing in safe equipment and trying to put on a good show. We don't always see eye to eye, and there are arguments and disagreements, but there's fun times to be had and great memories to make. I play a role in making the night be successful for everybody. Just getting to know not only the drivers, but also the officials and everybody else that works in it. At the end of the day, we all just come together because we share the same love and passion for the sport called dirt track racing. My lineup is 33, 27, 29 Shepard, 29 Keen, 16 Yankee, 12 Troon, 32 Woods, 11 Schmool, 7 Schultz, 29 X Skalma, 29 Mech, 84 Hefner, 26. Kevin Schultz, 21X. All right, 33, you are my leader. 27, pick high or low, make it obvious. Line up stiff. So to be a good scorekeeper, I think some of the things you need is to be able to multitask, because there's a lot going on. Start over. Getting ready for a race day let me start that again. Hold on, let me say it again. That was better. I liked that better. There's a few things that are reward. This is gonna get easier, I hope. It helps build trust. Okay, trust, that's the word I wanted to say. Okay. As a scorer, that's just an amazing experience to be a part of. Yeah, nailed it.